Good morning, everybody. It's another lovely sunny one here in South Lincolnshire. I hope that you're getting some sunshine wherever you are. And if you're not, we're going to make some in the next half an hour. So I'm Tess, and I'm coming for you in the Laughter Locker of Find Your Happy. And it's all about how we use laughter and breathing and relaxation and a little bit of movement to make ourselves feel better. And we can do that, and it's physical, emotional and mental, so our whole holistic health can be dealt with in one little bundle of fun. Okay, if you haven't joined us before, you'll see that there is a medical disclaimer because it is an exercise. People see the word laughter yoga and I think they just see the laughter sometimes and they don't think about the whole elements. So we will be doing some movement, just gentle. If you've had an operation in the last 6 to 12 weeks, then you shouldn't really do anything like that, and certainly not without speaking to your GP first. So I would say sit it out if you're unsure. Just gently laugh, watch us, because you can gain benefits simply by watching people doing laughter yoga, and join in with the relaxation at the end, which you'll be able to do without any problem at all, I would hope. Okay, so this week is Mental Health Awareness Week, and I love these weeks, but I also do feel that we should be talking about these things all of the time. So you'll often find me talking about mental and emotional health within the laughter yoga and other things that I do. And I think it's very important that we talk about it every day. So today's session is based around relieving stress and anxiety, which we know is a major player as far as mental health is concerned, and a few ways to help your own stress and anxiety that you can do at home too. So we're going to start with our Namaste, which we do every time. And Namaste is a little bit different. There'll be people here that have done it before. They know what's coming. And Namaste is the same as other yogas. So we put our hands together and we say Namaste, which basically is embracing each other's differences and celebrating them. Okay. But we don't just do that, we laugh. And we're going to do that for about a minute to 2 minutes, okay, just to get ourselves going and get those endorphins going in our brain. And I'll explain a little bit more as we go along. So let's do this now, everybody. Hands together. Namaste. And relax. Now, if we were in person, we would have walked around the room, or if we were sitting, we would have gone to each other and just acknowledged and do the namaste and laugh to each other. And the connection of the eyes is a very important thing in face-to-face laughter yoga, and it helps create sort of a community and a social side too. And one of the themes this year for mental health is combating loneliness. And I really think communities set around activities like laughter yoga are really fabulous for helping combat that feeling of loneliness. And sometimes it is that you're on your own, and sometimes you could be in a room full of people but feel alone. And that's quite normal, and we all feel like that. So to be connected with other people in the same situation is very important. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to warm up a little bit. We're going to do some stretching with clapping. So we have a little chant and a little move. If you're sitting down, just make sure that you're upright, so your posture's good, okay? Your core's good, your feet are on the floor. And if you're standing, just make sure you're standing hip width with your feet apart, or you can walk around and do this too, so you can move your legs. And what I tend to do when I'm sitting like this is I move my legs up and down, because you're moving the lymph, you're moving your muscles, and you're keeping everything going. So if you are able to move your legs, do that while you're sitting too, because it will make a difference, okay? So it's a very simple chant. It's ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. You can move in whichever direction you like. You can follow me if you like, but you don't have to. It's the rhythm and the movement that's important. So just gentle stretching. You could go up, down, side to side. You could twist your waist. All those things are moving those muscles and warming you up. We're going to get faster and faster and faster, and then we wind it back down again. So it will get your heart beating, which is what we want. And if you need water, make sure you take a sip, okay? Stay hydrated. So let's get going with this clapping warm up. Are you ready? Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. 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 Ho, ho, 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 ha, ha. And relax. As you feel just a little bit warmer, just stretch those muscles a little bit. So we're going to roll our shoulders, okay? And we're going to stretch our arms out and bring it back to our heart. And again, roll your shoulders, you have a little giggle. Stretch your arms out. Ooh. And bring it back to your heart. One more time, roll your shoulders. Stretch it out. Bring it back to your heart. And that's just to move ourselves a little bit, get those muscles working. Now the next thing we're going to do is really just to carry on that stretching and movement. But while we're doing it, I want us to carry on with that little giggle. And the reason for that is, whilst we're laughing, we're sending signals to our brain to release endorphins and serotonin. And they physically make us feel better. They move our mood, and they feed our body, and they help us cope with all the things that are going on for us. And that may sound a little bit mad and wooey, but it's true, and it's proven that this happens. You don't need humour for laughter yoga. You don't need a joke or a comedy. So it's something you can do on your own, and it's something that's effective. Okay, so what I want you to do now is I want you to pretend you're a cat or a bird that's trying to stretch out their wings, maybe. Maybe you've got a favourite animal that you like watching when they're moving. Sometimes it's quite relaxing to watch how they move. So like the big cats when they move very slowly and purposefully towards the camera. And I just want you to do that, and I want you to move your legs, and I just want you to gently laugh so that we're stretching and we're laughing and we're moving our moods at the same time. Okay, so just stretch whatever way you like, gently. Do a little giggle. Maybe you've got claws. Remember to stretch your legs as well at the same time. Nice and slowly. And then I want you to put your arms up, open your hands, and laugh from your belly. As loud as you can. Feel your waistband move when you do it. And relax. So now you've been laughing for almost 10 minutes, which is fantastic. They say about 15 minutes of laughter a day can actually move that mood completely through the whole day. So it's not a lot of time really during the day to be laughing. And we don't laugh enough. That true laughter, not that fake laughter from polite laughter. I mean that real belly laughter, the giggles, all those things can make you feel so much better. So the next thing we're going to do is a little bit of breathing. And this is box breathing, which is great for anxiety. It's great if you're not sleeping, you do it before bed. It's good for the morning too, because you can kind of wake yourself up and calm yourself down gently. And we're going to do start off with 5, 5, 5. And by that, I mean we're going to breathe in for 5. We're going to hold for 5. And we're going to breathe out for 5. And breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, okay? And you can hold your hands around your diaphragm to feel that all happening. It's really good when you can feel that and you can feel the difference. If you can't do any of this for the length of time I've said, do what you can, because you can build it up gradually. So you could do 3, 3, 3 if you find 5, 5, 5 difficult. Okay, so let's start with breathe in through the nose. Hold it. And out. And again, breathe in through the nose slowly. Hold it. And out. And you can push forward when you're breathing out. That kind of helps you to do it. The third one, we're going to do the same again, but we're going to laugh it out at the end because we want to trigger those endorphins again. So it's a double whammy exercise. Okay, so let's breathe in through the nose. hold it. And breathe out. And you might just say, oh, breathing, what's breathing? The better we breathe, the more we use our lung capacity, the better our body functions. It's a physical thing. The better our body functions, the better our brain functions, the better we function, and we can concentrate better and do things more effectively. So actually, the better you breathe is really important. And the more breath you take and the more air you can get out, the better it is. Okay, so that is why breathing, as in not just breathing as you walk along without thinking, but actually consciously breathing, really makes a difference. So the next thing we're going to do is lion laughter. And this is really great mindfulness as well as exercising our arm muscles. So we exercise our arm muscles, we exercise our face muscles, we laugh within this as well. So it's got all those elements. And whilst you're doing it, you're also controlling your breathing. So again, all those elements together, making a fantastic little exercise. It's also playful and silly. And playfulness is proven to help us on a mental health level, because we are not playful enough in our normal lives. So what we want to do is get in a stance like this, but you want to do it so you can feel the muscles in your arms. Okay, it's really tensing them so you can feel them, you're flexing them. And then you're going to get your fingers like their claws. All right, and your feet should be firmly on the ground, and if you're standing, make sure that your posture's good there too. And then you're going to stick your tongue out and you're going to laugh. Are you ready? Go. And relax. And while you're doing all those things, you can't think of anything else, which is why it's so mindful and so fun and great with kids. So if you want something to do with your children, it's another one. They won't realise they're doing an exercise. They'll just be having a bit of silly playfulness. All right. So we're going to do that 2 more times. Okay. Are you ready? Let's go. And relax. And one more time. Go. And just shake your arms out. And we're going to do very good, very good. Yay. Okay. Very good, very good. Yay. Very good, very good. Yay. So a bit of a self-affirmation and a little bit of movement, because you are actually, if you're doing it properly, you can feel those muscles in your arms. Okay. And just relax and smile. And consciously smile and connect that. Connect it with your heart and your brain. And just say to yourself, I am joyful. I am worthy. I deserve happiness. I am amazing. So I want us now just to do another quiet breathing exercise. And this one, again, we're going to be using our arms. Our arms are quite useful in that if we're in restricted situations, or we're somewhere maybe where we just want to go away and calm down, we can do these exercises without nobody really noticing, so you could maybe do it in a toilet or a cupboard or something where you're not in front of anyone else, where you're trying to just find some calm if you're having an anxious moment. And with this one, we're going to breathe in for 5, we're going to hold for 6, and we're going to breathe out for 7. All right. Again, if you have any challenges with those numbers, you don't want to be feeling dizzy or lightheaded, just do a lower number. You can work up to doing a higher number at some point. And what we're going to do is we are going to breathe out and stretch our arms out in front of us. So we're going to ball our hands into a fist. All right, we're going to start here near our heart, and we're going to breathe in. We're going to hold our arms out and hold, and then pull your arms in and exhale. And relax. And again. So we start here. We're going to breathe in through our nose. Just do it slowly. Hold it. And out. And relax. And one more time. Breathe in. Hold it. And out. And relax. Now we're going to come to our relaxation element. So if you're not seated already, please take a seat and get comfortable. And have a sip of water if you need one. Just get comfortable in your seat. Make sure you're sitting firmly in your seat with your feet on the floor. And I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. If you find that difficult, find a spot on the floor or the wall to concentrate on. It's much easier to let yourself go if you're not wandering around the room with your eyes, basically, okay? And I just want you to let your breathing come back to normal. You just breathe in and out, and in and out. And just concentrate on that breath. And just let your rhythm come back to your own pace. I want you to be aware of your feet on the floor. Maybe it's carpet, maybe it's wood, maybe you're in your garden. Just feel the textures under your toes. All the time, letting that breath in and out. I want you to imagine that you're surrounded by a bubble. A big bubble that goes under your feet and over your head. It's protecting you. It gives you a feeling of calm and safety and love. Now I want you to imagine that within you there's a smile. It starts at your heart space and it connects with the smile on your face. This smile is happy and joyful. It's caring and loving. It understands you and your needs. This smile is yours. I want you to imagine this smile has a little sparkle about it. And as you imagine that, imagine it starting at your toes. 2 smiles, one on each foot, working their way up around your ankles, sparkling and smiling. Probably a little giggle there. Winding its way up around your legs to your knees. And I want you to smile as you breathe in and out. Breathe in that calm and that joyfulness. And breathe out any worries or tension. And those smiles work their way up round your hips. They cross around your abdomen, giggling together, sparkling up your body, right up to your shoulders. The smile is so wide. The smile zips down your arms, one each side, sparkling as they go. They're effervescent, just like an Alka-Seltzer, giving you some energy, but at the same time making you feel calm and happy. Just breathe them in, that calm and joyfulness. And when you breathe out, let go of any tension or sadness or worries. And the smiles go round your neck. You're now absolutely effervescent, right up to your neck. The smiles meet your own smile, and the 3 meld together in an explosion as they wrap around your head, making you laugh and smile and feel good. Up, up, through your head, through your skull and out into the universe. This joyful feeling surrounds you and is within you and within your bubble. You are joyful. Just breathe in and out. Just breathe in that joyfulness and that calm, and let that final bit of tension go. You are calm. You are happy. You are loved. Just let yourself breathe and relax. Let your shoulders droop. All your muscles have now released that tension. And you are calm. Now bring your attention back to your feet. Just wiggle your toes, keeping your eyes closed. Be aware of the texture beneath your feet again. And just move your legs and wiggle your hips. And roll your shoulders. Wiggle your fingers. Just breathe in and out, becoming more and more aware of the room around you again. I want you to take one last breath in, and as you breathe out, open your eyes. And give a big smile. Just make sure that you're present and calm, stress, just by taking the time to do a little meditation and concentrating on telling yourself how great you are, because you are, and we don't often do that. We don't do it often enough, let's say. So just to wake ourselves up again, I want you to wiggle your shoulders and have a giggle. Send that signal to your brain to get those endorphins going, get that serotonin going. Okay, we want to lower our cortisol, which we've done in the last half an hour. You've lowered your cortisol hugely, which means those stress hormones have been lowered and are less prominent, and those feel-good hormones are now out there fizzing about. And you can do that every day for yourself to make yourself feel good physically and emotionally and mentally. It's a fabulous way to do it. Now, before I finish, I wanted to read you an affirmation card. So let me grab one out of here. Let's put my finger in, see what we find. Oh, that one's got no words on. Oh, there we are. Today is a new beginning. I approach this day with clarity and an open mind. That's a lovely one. Today is a new beginning. I approach this day with clarity and open mind. We could say that for the week, really, couldn't we? Approaching things with an open mind and being flexible is a great way to approach life. So maybe that will be useful to you. I hope so. I hope you've enjoyed today and that you feel a little less stress and a little more relaxed. I'll be back in 2 weeks' time for another session. I hope you will join me when we'll do some more laughter yoga, and we'll put in some different exercises too for you to try. Thank you very much for joining me, and you can find my other videos here on the Royal Voluntary Service Virtual Village Hall, and you can find me at Find Your Happy in the Laughter Locker on Facebook if you want to know more about laughter yoga. And I'll pop off and answer any questions that have come up during the session as soon as I've finished. So thank you very much for your company this morning, everybody. Have a great day. Bye for now.